Hi guys, and welcome to my Bajerski YouTube.com. Oh, I can't speak. I scanned through the last video I did and I really need to learn English. I actually got an A in English literature at school, believe it or not. Thanks, big sister. She did all my homework. Yeah, did I cheat? I think I did. Hey, that got me far. I went to every interview and showed them that. Did I get a job? Did I, Heck? The only time I got a job was because of my enthusiasm and thirst for life and knowledge that I wanted to learn and experience. I don't think it was ever a case of how many grades you've got, and I think that's so true now and so relevant. People are all going to university. Nearly everybody's got a degree, and how's that helping? Not really. But your attitude, your enthusiasm, your thirst for knowledge and life, and you know, that passion is what the people who are interviewing you feel. That's the connection, you know. That's, you know, can I work with this person? Can I really be with, you know, I mean, it's not all about how amazing your brain is. You know, that's part of it, of course, but not everything. And I think every time I went for a job, people employed me because of my enthusiasm. I remember my bank manager lending me money because I was so enthusiastic. Yeah, I used to walk in and he had big ginger hair. What do you want today, Mark? I need 10,000. What for? Well, I'm buying this and buying that and doing this, and I'm opening a hairdressing salon, and I'm going to open a fish and chip bar, and oh, go on then, take it. And as years go on, it's like, oh, I can't do that anymore, Mark, I'm afraid. Oh, everything's changed, you know. And now bank managers aren't really bank managers. They don't really have a say anymore. They have to, you know, all of these, you know how it's got banks. It's like, yeah. So what was this all about? Oh yeah, that's right. It was about these. I've got them in my hand. That's what it's about. Okay, so I had some messages, some brilliant messages this week. And it's regards to our spiritual development. And you're all saying that you've learned a lot from the gobbledygook that I talk about through these past couple of years. And yeah, sometimes there's a bit of sense in what I say. Sometimes it's like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about today. And that's normally the case for me. It's like I'll start one place, end up going around everywhere and coming back to the same place. And kind of like you say, okay, now I think I understand what he was saying. So well done. Yeah, you're learning to understand my crazy way of seeing and feeling things, which I like me because of that, because I'm not bog standard. Every YouTube video that you watch of ABC and this step and that step, you know, I'm slightly different because I am dyslexic and dyspraxic, and I don't think and feel and see things the same as others. I'm sure there's a lot of people like you out there who are like me, but don't conform to the boxes, and, you know, we're kind of slightly, you know, I kind of see myself as like, oh, where'd you come from, Mark? Well, my mum was Italian, my dad was Polish, born in England, live in Spain. Don't really know where I come from, actually. I haven't really got a home. I think maybe this planet's my home, and everywhere I go and wherever I lay my hat, that's my home. Oh, so, yeah, I don't conform. I don't believe in any of that stuff. I believe this earth is mine, just like it is yours. And it doesn't matter what border or what passport or where you're allowed to go or not allowed to go. Take all that away, and this world, this beautiful Mother Nature belongs to us. Every fruit on every tree, every plant, every herb, every vegetable belongs to all of us, you know. These are the given gifts that were given to us and now are being taken away because of wealth and money and people who see greed and power within that. So now we have to work towards being able to eat these days, you know. We're enslaved by a system. Anyway, guys, that was nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but anyway. So you were asking me about how to develop, and of course you've been watching the videos and you've been developing. So I sat and thought, well, how can I help you develop even more? Well, either you come here to the Pure Energy Healing Academy But that's not cheap, you know. You have to save up probably a year to come here to do that, to be able to, you know, get your flights, which is anything between 100 and 300 euros. Then accommodation across the road, which is like 99 euros or, you know, 50 euros at best a night. And then, you know, the course. So that's quite a lot of money to really be able to do that. And not a lot of people can. And I understand that. And that's why I do these videos for you, to share as much as I can about my spiritual development freely, so it helps you as well. So, you know, I kind of want to say, well, there's 450 videos on here, guys. There's enough learning for a year. But okay, I'm going to tell you, one of the things that I was thinking about is I did a 10-hour online course with a group of people. And I recorded it, and I watched it back a few weeks ago, and I thought, you know what, this isn't just a tarot course at all. This 10-hour in-depth understanding is about life. You see, the tarot cards that I use, they're not just about the cards, it's about what you see. And every card has meaning, but the meaning is like, oh my God, that makes sense. Not about the card, but about life and how you see life. So, you know, I'm not plugging my course. I'm just, this is for people who are saying, look, I want more, Mark. So I thought, well, if you want more, then a good place to start is, instead of spending all that money on flights and hotels, you can go to my website and click on and read about the 10-hour tarot course, where you get a certificate at the end. And basically you get to watch 1 hour, 10 slots of me going into depth of 13 years of me learning about everything that I share with you. In-depth stuff of how you can see things and understand things, understand life, understand people, understand your journey, understand the pain, understand why that pain came, and this and all of the things that I share within this course. So there you go. That's one of the things I can recommend. The other thing I can recommend to you is really in-depth, and it's not really about going to buy a course, but it's more about you, and it's more about how you can understand life more. And that is, you could do what I did over the 13 years, but it is a struggle, and it's about looking at yourself completely. It's about not being judgmental about who you are, but maybe starting with one thing at a time. So let's say we're going to tackle over the next 10 weeks one thing that you find very difficult to move forward. That thing that makes you angry, that thing that makes you sad, that thing that makes you react, that thing that triggers you every time it comes up. So what you need to do is what I did. I had to look at each one thing, and I cried a lot. I used to walk in this village after, when I was with my wife then, and if I upset her or somebody upset me, I'd go for a walk with my two schnauzers, and I'd walk around the village, and I'd probably have tears in my eyes, but the hardest thing was coming to terms with either my weakness, my challenge, or whatever it was, and I had to come to terms with it. And I think that's the biggest part of overcoming, not just lack of understanding, but it helps you become knowledgeable about all the things that we stop ourselves because we're too frightened. And I think if you start with one thing, if you want to increase your understanding of life and spirituality, you're going to have to start tackling yourself. See, a lot of people walk in the spiritual path and are a pain in the ass, and that's the truth. So they talk about, oh, I've learned all this from Babaji, and I've learned all this from, you know, whoever next Baba they go to or guru they go to. But all they've done is digested knowledge, but never actually put any of it into practice. So I think a lot of people make the mistake thinking that you learn a lot of things and you think, okay, that's it now, I've mastered it. No, you haven't. You've just learned something. And yeah, you might understand what's being said, but when it happens to you, that's when you truly know if you've conquered that test. So I think a good thing to do to start with is to look at the first, what is it? What's the first thing that comes to your mind that you want to conquer and achieve and grow stronger than? Think about it now. What is it? Close your eyes for a second. Is it like jealousy? Do you want to be rich? Do you fear being rich? Do you fear being persecuted by your family because you might want to do well? Or do you want to break free? Do you want to go somewhere? And do you want to leave everybody behind, but you're so frightened of leaving everybody behind because they might be upset with me? Are you frightened of saying something to somebody who you love, but you don't say anything, but you want to say something, but you're frightened of saying it because of the repercussions? Do you find it really fearful life that you daren't do something because you're frightened of failure? All of these, ask yourself, which is it? Which do you want to start with? There's plenty of them, I can assure you. You've got plenty of them inside you, just like I have. And just take one out. Don't look at all of them, just take one out. It doesn't matter if it's a simple one or it's a really challenging one, just take it out and hold on to it now. So now what you're going to do is kind of look at yourself in the mirror and you're going to start asking yourself, and this is where it really becomes challenging. You're going to have to be truthful to yourself. Your mind will say, no. But your heart will say, yeah, you're right. Be truthful to yourself. And this is where you might start crying or getting upset, or you might battle with yourself. And now you're going to have to start to step out of that physical you, emotional you. Step out of it and see yourself sat there and pretend you're not you anymore. Pretend you're somebody else. Okay? Pretend you're somebody else. That's not you anymore. Don't get personal. That's somebody else. Okay? It's not you. Now look at that person and see how they're reacting to that fear that you're talking about. How would that person react? And look at it. Okay, you understanding what I'm saying? You're watching them. So I'll do it to me. Okay, what am I like on a certain circumstance? Okay, I know what it's about. So stand out of the way and watch. What do I do? Okay, I can see me reacting. Right then, I can see that person reacting that way. Now, what am I going to say to you to help you? What do I see that might help you along your journey? Why do I think that that person is going through that? Do you understand what I'm saying? And once you detach yourself from this little challenge and this test, you might find the answer and give them that answer. You basically give yourself the answer. And thus you're able to conquer that. And then the next time it happens, you have information and understanding of why. And now you can just relax a little bit and possibly let it go. But you only truly know when the challenge comes again. Damn! I have to do it all again! Right, I didn't react too good, I'm sorry. Let me try again. Until that turns round to, wow, I did really well there, I didn't react. And I'm okay now. And actually I know why I'm okay. Because it's just a test. It isn't anything personal. And that's the bottom line, guys. That's the truth. Nothing's personal. It really isn't. Nothing. It just is another little test that we have to conquer and become stronger than. I don't know if you know, but I've got a new phone today, guys. It's a latest phone. I got it because I hope that the volume is louder. You can see me more clearly. And if not, then what a waste of money that was. I got 2 years to pay for this one now. I'm another idiot that goes and buys a new phone, but I did it because of you guys. I didn't do it for me. I didn't really need another phone. I thought my other phone was okay, but everybody was saying that they couldn't hear me. So please let this phone be heard. Hear my voice. Let it be good. Let it be. Let it make a difference today. Okay, guys, that's it. I'll send you a link at the bottom of here on the tarot course. It's more than a tarot course. Don't be put off when it says tarot course. It's far more than that. And the link will be a 1 hour free introduction into the course. So it gives you an idea. And if you like it, then you buy the course and then I send you your cards, your tarot cards, and then after you've done the course, I send you a certificate as well to say, well done guys, you've done brilliant. So that's it really. Maybe tomorrow I'll maybe extend this and look at something else as well to help you along your journey. Let's see how we feel. So it's been 15 minutes. Have a lovely day, guys. It's Saturday here. It's 8:30. I've been working on my crystals partly through the day, and I went down to the beach to have a bit of a rest, and I washed some of my crystals in the sea too, which was really lovely. And yeah, I've had a lovely day. I hope you have, and I hope your weekend continues to be beautiful too. From my heart to yours, have a great evening, guys. Take care.